Okay, what better way to celebrate an Astros win than with champagne, right? In today's Wine Club poured by HEB, we are featuring 2 bottles ahead of International Champagne Day, which is happening on Saturday.
But you really can celebrate it all year, 365, right? So here to walk us through the tasting, HEB wine specialist Ryan Robinson. Welcome back to Houston Life. It's great to see you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So good to be here. Thank you guys for having me, especially on International Champagne Day, because bubbles are my favorite thing in the entire world. So I'm really happy to be talking to you guys about them today.
And we're very excited.
We're happy you're here. And these fun facts, before the break, we were talking about how a wine cork can fly 40 miles per hour. This is actually a serious injury. A lot of ophthalmologists and optometrists see people getting shot in the face with a cork.
Yeah. So, and actually, you know, you see on movies and stuff like that where the cork explodes out and the wine like pours out. You don't want that to happen. That's the opposite of what you want to happen. It's barely supposed to make a sound when you open it. Just a little.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Safety first, for sure. Don't be popping that. You know, you want to do it very eloquently, I guess.
Gingerly,
Yes.
right?
So we talk about bubbles. It's really having a moment, but let's talk about champagne. What we're tasting today is true champagne, and explain that to us, because not all champagne is created equally.
Exactly right. So for it to be a true champagne, it has to come from the Champagne region of France, which is up in the northeastern area of France. And this actually combines 2 of my favorite things to nerd out about, which is wine and history. So the reason that you can only call it champagne if it comes from that region is because of the Treaty of Versailles, you guys.
Oh.
Yeah, in
Fabulous.
1911, it was written into the Treaty of Versailles that it could only be called champagne if it was from that region. So here's the weird thing about it, because you know you see those bottom shelf California champagnes.
Yes.
America didn't ratify the Treaty of Versailles. So America can get away with it, whereas no one else in the world can get away with calling it champagne if it doesn't come from there.
So even if it's $5 on the bottom shelf, you're drinking champagne,
It's
folks.
not, but you're not. You're not. But that's okay.
You are, but you're not.
You are, but you're not. And that's why there's bubbles from all different regions. But today, we're talking about the mother of all bubbles, champagne.
All right. So the first one is one of our favorites, of course. Walk us through this, Piper Heidsieck.
So Piper Heidsieck, this is a phenomenal champagne. It is actually the most awarded.
Walk us through this, Piper Heidsieck.
So Piper Heidsieck, this is a phenomenal champagne. It is actually the most awarded champagne in the last 100 years, so in the last century. It even won the grand champion at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
It sure did.
Yeah, 2020. Cheers to that. And I have some really fun little facts about Piper Heidsieck that I always like to share. First of all, the very first ambassador for Piper Heidsieck ever was Marie Antoinette.
Oh.
You're kidding.
I'm not. How much fancier can you get than that?
You can't.
Wow.
And then my other favorite Piper Heidsieck fact is it was actually the favorite champagne of Marilyn Monroe. Yes.
Oh, everybody's loving that little fun fact.
Exactly. So you know the quote, I go to bed every night with Coco Chanel. The other half of the quote is, and I wake up every morning with a glass of Piper Heidsieck.
Well, it does taste better in the morning. I'm just saying. Let's move on to this next bottle because we're tight on time. This is a rosé.
Yes. So this is Colette. This is also a champagne from Champagne, France. It is really gorgeous, and I think the thing that you can see really, especially in this wine, is how beautiful the bubbles are in a champagne. The process that they go through to make the bubbles, it makes those really fine, beautiful mousse-like bubbles, and it's perfect for pairing.
It's completely different between the 2, but this is a lovely rosé. I love the bottle. By the way, this bottle is 40, the Piper is 50, but both are great choices if you have something special to celebrate, like World Champagne Day.
Yeah, or the Astros win.
Or the Astros.
Or even just the fact that it's going to be a little cooler this weekend. I mean, cheers to that.
I love the way you think, Ryan.
Yeah.
Ryan, thank you so much. Cheers, Go Stros. And they are a very nice bottle just to have on hand for a special occasion.
And if you would like to join our Houston Life Wine Club poured by HEB, just visit our website to register. You're going to have access to exclusive giveaways. You'll even have a chance to be part of our virtual tasting.